The new format's great. It's exciting for the fans. We had a really good car. It's great to have TaxAct. Great calls in the car this weekend. We really wanted the pole. I just got really loose down to 1 and 2. I wasn't expecting it. We made a small air pressure change. Maybe that was it. Maybe I just missed it. I don't know. But it got out from underneath me. I ran the track bar down the backstretch, and I was grading 3 and 4. It was just too little too late. But we got a great car going to the race. Glad we held on to it. Thanks, Brian. Mike?
Carl Edwards will be the first driver to test the clock in round 3. Joey Logano's out there.
Carl's been the first car out all 3 sets. I mean, he's been the first cat on the track every time.
You know, he's watched Joey Logano do that and be real successful with it.
I'm going to get out there again. I'm going to give you something to shoot at.
Martin Truex out there as well.
Oh, certainly looks good. I mean, he gets right down to the white line. Gets a little looser off before, but still carrying a lot of speed.
27.74.
I think that's a very good lap.
That would have been second fastest in round 2.
See what this gets, yeah?
27.93 for Logano. Martin Truex second. Identical time to Logano for Truex. 27.935.
Here's the one we got to watch right here. Brad Keselowski's been on the pole here before. Been really solid. A lot of times the Penske cars haven't fallen off in round 3 as much as others, but it looked like he had some trouble getting off turn 2 there.
It sounded like he almost had to get out of it. I don't know if that was just our sounding off. It sounded like it.
Well, this just goes to show you how good that lap was of Carl Edwards.
Keselowski fourth, 28.02. And Ryan Blaney in there in fourth now, 27.99. The tie between Truex and Logano down to the 1,000th of a second would be broken by points. So Logano is second right now and Truex third.
I look at Logano, and he's right there in third place, and Keselowski's in fifth. And there's Blaney right between them in fourth.
It doesn't show that way on the running order because Truex set the time first, and that's how that's determined. But Logano would move up to second the way they are right now, and we just did.
You can see how Matt Kenseth couldn't quite get down to the white line like we saw Carl Edwards, and the amount of speed he's carrying right on the bottom. Kenseth chooses to move up the track a little bit more, just not quite carrying the same speed.
What Denny Hamlin did to make it into this round, he ran that very kind of center of the track where we see him right now. He didn't go all the way to the bottom. That's actually Chase Elliott.
And really, Carl is the only one I've seen be able to do that, so it shows you how good his car's working. As Chase Elliott goes to fourth. Good job.
We're cooling down the 22 of Logano. He may make another run. We don't often see that in the final round.
What do you got to lose, Mike?
Oh, good question. Good question. You're right, Larry.
Where Jimmy is running a little bit higher than Jimmy Johnson in the 48, a little higher than what we've seen.
Yeah, we saw him try this out in practice yesterday, trying to learn something, maybe looking forward and ahead to today, see if it can pay off.
8th for Austin Dillon.
Still running the middle of the track, right up the hill.
Can just barely see that splitter smack that bump right there coming off of turn 4. It really upsets the car when that happens.
Hamlin with more laps
Johnson
in
ninth.
this session than anybody in the final round, trying to wait out to the last moment. Jimmy Johnson ninth, Ricky Stenhouse. 1 minute to go.
Whew, that's good looking right there.
You saw some firefly with that thing.
What I like to see is when they arc that car in there, it just starts to point and stays on the bottom of the racetrack like Carl Edwards. And this had a little bit more of that look right here with Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Nose down, and Logano is coming back out for a second run.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it to the line in time to get the lap going.
5th for Ricky Stenhouse. Great run.
If he...
Trevor Bayne.
Boy, it's going to be close on that 22.
Nah.
Bayne is 11th. So waiting on Hamlin. They've got 20 seconds to get to the line. That's when the flag will wave. You must start your lap before the flag waves. 10,
I think
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. He did it. So this lap will count.
Everybody to your game.
He got it back down to the white line like we saw with Carl Edwards.
Hamlin coming to complete his lap.
They just had to get out of the gas, I think, too much right there to keep it on that white line.
Hamlin is 6th. Logano will be the last qualifier. Here he comes. Can he take the pole away? No. He will be 2nd. Over Truex Jr. and Carl Edwards scores his 17th career pole. His 2nd one at Texas, and he breaks the string of 12 straight pole winners. He won the pole here in November of 2013, and he is our 7th different pole winner this season.